Then we do the usual checkups. Let me look if the stream is working. Let me reload that. Then we do the usual checkups. Let me look if the stream is working. Let me listen to myself. That sounds good. That. Yeah, I like that. Wonderful. We also need to do nothing there. Then we can do the talking. I stop the stream because I don't want to see me double. We don't need that yet. We start with this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me have the chat here and an infinity loop on the stream. I love it. Okay, first of all, that's in the bottom here. Top creators. Let me make that big for you guys. That's me. That's King Carnifex. Sturmer is close behind me, and if you don't know, Rix Jarvix is the guy with the posters and everything. Then we have Firestorm Gaming Team, and Fun Inc. has also an account. And before you ask me about if Brave gets an account, we are working on it. Because actually this is a single user platform and not a group platform. There's little things. The other side, what you see is here on the top, you see the 169. That's the money I created for the month of December. And if we click on that, you see my PayPal account and my email address, and I don't care because who the fuck cares about doxing? Do whatever you want with that shit. I collected, since I started, $3,563, not euros, dollars. Beside that, this company is an English one. And you see here how it works. You make rewards and you get bounties. You get money of it. Before that, it was bounties and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. But it's always about just about. Let me link you that thingy into the chat. So you can have your own look about that. And we going into, I made a FanFest presentation, which was super long, and we don't do that so long because it's not needed. We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. So it's about your daily EVE and just. So actually everything you do right now in EVE, for and especially if you do the winter events, this website has you covered. We can just go over it, but let's do it. If you do any kind of content, like if you have a social media account, YouTube, Instagram, you make screenshots, propaganda, Reddit, anything related to that, you can also use on Just About. Highly. They want to have it in a specific way, but usually everything works. We don't need that, we don't need that. That's a very old one, and before we look into like blah 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 what's happening here and how to get 500 bucks and stuff like that, we going to the Just About rewards. And that's currently all they are open. The one with the Christmas tree, for example, they are all related to the winter event. And if you see create and send an EVE online holiday card, there are 23 remaining rewards. If we open that right now and we go over to that, then you see they want an image. Guess what? Of course they want an image. It's an EVE online holiday card. What is an EVE online holiday card? Super easy. You make something like this or this. I need to allow that. Give me a second. Then I can go back, and now we have everybody. So you also see what the other people are doing for 16 bucks. Very important here is some of these rewards, they will be used by EVE, also by CCP. So if you use copyright content and you don't have the rights for that, and especially if you use a frame with Christmas stuff, for example, not everybody is, everyone is free on the internet. You may need to create your own. But anyway, that's 16 bucks for creating something. If you want to create something like this, and you have no idea how to do that, you go to canva.com, and then you see my wonderful mess about how many stuff I already have open. And please don't point out that there's that copy, because I'm super lazy. Well, that's the idea. So there you also see the guessing ship and the ULED stuff, which I do for the Brave YouTube account, stuff like that. But that's 16 bucks for an image. Easy. Let's go back. If you see here, design a festival character, so if you create a new alpha account, for example, you would get 14 bucks for making an Christmas character creation. And if you look here, it's also just an image. That's super easy to do. If you, where is it? No, where? Mining. No, that's what we don't want. That we want mining. Don't tell me. It should be there. 7 remaining. If you cannot buy it from Jita, that doesn't work. But if you have the event track full, that's this one here. If it's full, you get the perseverance. Oh, my English and German is bad. Blueprint crate. You can build this ship, and if you build this ship, you can then make a screenshot or a video, however you want to do that, and you get 20 bucks for showing off that you fulfilled the mining, the Winter Nexus track, and you got the faction Pioneer. I mean, if it's not enough to have this mining ship, maybe 20 bucks is the mining ship. That's actually like 1 month of Omega if you want to have it like that, or any kind of ship you want to buy. So that's what is it? Wait, let me check. I mean, because we can always do the Eve Plex. Luckily there's no U-Pawn coming up. Oh, wonderful. So if you coming to Plex, you see that with 20 bucks, 25 bucks you get 500 Plex. So that is let's say it still costs 500 mil, or let's say it is 600 mil, blah 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 blah. That's around 3 bill. You can make in your head now how long you do Ichthar spinning for 3 bill, or you could just buy undiscounted Plex. Just the idea. For just the Pioneer. And there are many more which you can do. There is $2 thing if you want to CCP Monica. That's the thing with CCPB and CCP, the name after that from the devs. You can have one of this if you want. Be careful. Let me open that. There is a deadline. Only it's saying 32 remaining. Doesn't mean you have endless time. So this one, for example, is running out on the 15th of January. So on the 15th of January, 1 a.m. PM, AM in the morning, this will be closed. Probably the day after, because nobody is working at that time, and I don't think they have it automated. But you name it. And from here you can go through all the stuff here and see what you want to have. So for example, there's currently an open reward, which means you can submit anything you want, and you get 15 bucks. So if you think you want to do a small little guide about something, or you want to show off your ships you gathered in 2025, that's the reward for you. Thanks. Let me also open this one to tell you this one is closing on the 19th of December. So if you want to have this one, you need to be fast. In this one we can look, there is first prizes, second, third and fourth prizes. So that means there are some rulings, which means where it says how to submit an organelle image, video entry. I think video entering is always the highest because that's the most work. So if you want to have a video which you're talking about something, you could make 15 bucks, and if you go lower it's like 4 bucks. This always depends on how much work you put into something like that. That was my propaganda thingy with the bubble camp, for example. Then you see Stormer with the Moloch blueprint unboxing, as probably it's you know, he didn't got one, there was only one person getting the Moloch. And that's the whole idea. So you have the writings, which is not that common anymore. It's mostly images, and after images it comes to videos. This one is a reoccurring one, guess the EVE Online ship. So the first one gets 20 bucks, guessing it right. You can already make your own guessing. I opened that up for you. Reward details, then you have here the image. and that's the image. I mean, good people already directly see which kind of ship that is. It's not a dreadnought. If you want to hide and join this, you need to make an image or a link. And if I go to submit and it doesn't... wait, I already have that. Let me get something else for you so you can see. That I have. Oh, this I don't have. You click on submit and then it gives you an option what you want to do. So for example, with the hidden ship, you go for Instagram, make a picture, you write in a picture that's a pacifier. Damn, I said it. Now you know what it is. It's a pacifier. You upload the image, which you saw before that, the pixelator here. You write in pacifier, and you get $5. Wait, no, this was not the one. You get, for the guessing ship, it's not $20. $20 is the first one. You see this in prices. Everybody else get $2. $2 is $2 for like uploading an image, writing down pacifier, and then submitting here. Easy. And then you gather together. Like nobody holds you back to do multiple or something. There are big ones which like unite players behind an ambitious shared project. If you think about right now, ooh, we could build a Titan together. Yes, you can do that. But think about something out of the box which is a little bit cooler or something. And then make a video out of it, and then you may get the $400. But then again, there will be other people. So we have Damien, which is doing something for the finals. We have Stashkos with a Twitch thingy they have uploaded. So there are already 2 people trying to get that. And if you look, first prize gets 400, second one 200, third one 100, the fourth get 40. And from the fourth, you see it's 8. So at least with the minimum amount you do here, you would get $40. Easy. And from there it continues. You check what you want to have, like make a funny EVE Online have a safety training video. Think about something like you in the airplane and says, okay, the air is coming from the bottom. Prepare your 9 Delft 911 ping, and think about this, something like that. Blah blah blah. Make some juggling on the stream, and they are happy. You can also look at it because that one is a little bit longer up. There's only one from the slow community with an EVE Online safety training about danger Blood Rider ships. So there's one submission. I know that video editing tends to be kind of complex or something, and I also have the feeling that still a lot of people don't know about Just About, which I'm happy. Makes it easier for me to get the money. Looking back up on the top, I have $170 or 69. Nice. Makes it easier because less people on that platform makes it easier to submit and get something. But that's not why I'm sharing. I'm sharing this with you that you may think about to join this platform, having some nice fun, and consider like, today I could do 3 hours of Ichter spinning, or what is much better is, do 3 hours of Ichter spinning and do content for Just About, because you can Ichter spinning on one of your screens, and on the second one you can design the EVE Online holiday card. Easy. So you do Ichter spinning, you can also respawn to standing responses and stuff like that, and make easy additional blah blah blah. That's EVE. There are more games you can do, and we can now go through all these rewards and talk about them. Like, you can also have your nice alien, Ancient Aliens, create an EVE conspiracy video and talk about how Jove is still in the background and is minding your business. Blah blah blah. There are other games, there were more and less, it's always depending. Pax Die, for example, is from some EVE devs. They done a second game in the middle EVE, has the same idea. So if you, let's say Maverick, for example, that's a bicycle game. I think it costs $30 or something. And if you look how much of these events are open, you can buy this game, play it for like half an hour, 2 hours, make some videos. Like, there's not much you need to do. Share the best co-op moments, manage the best clip, tricks and moments, and then you already have the game back plus additional money on top because they're always doing more. I'm not sure how much rewards they have. So they, for example, they only have 7. And EVE was an alpha community with just about, so they have a lot, and there's also a lot of money rolling around, because once these rewards are closing, the money goes back into the next reward. So like here's 65 remaining, so like today my math is not good. That's 975 bucks in this reward. So if this closes and the money doesn't get paid out, it's not going into the pocket of just about, it's going into the pocket of the next event, and it so continues. So CCP is actually funneling money into just about to support that, which you create content, free advertisement for the game, better or worse depending on. Sometimes you can cheese a little bit and do not that nice video but still hit the content, but you can also go and, for example, as said, you do PowerPoint presentations, stuff like that. People are creating wonderful pictures for like propaganda. You all know that there's always stuff on Reddit or in our propaganda channel about it. People go crazy about skinners, like really crazy. And you don't need to actually create a skin for now, and I think we won't do that in the future, or they want to do that in the future. Sorry if I talk about we, I'm so long in this community, I'm consider me part of that already. And they make nice ships, awesome, love it. Next goes for, that was back in the 25, so not the 25 this what we have right now, so then back the year 24. Which was the same again, like make pictures of the nice event, show off a little bit, stuff like that. And it just continues. Fireworks, Merc Dance was the introduction, make pictures about the Merc Dance speculation. There was a planet rework, so we done planet pictures. And don't tell me you cannot do a planet picture. If I tell you you get $5 for a planet picture, you like, yeah, I can do that. I undock an ULX, I go to the next planet and I make a screenshot. If I tell you you get $25 for making a video about flying on a planet and make some cinematics and put some nice music in the background, $25. It's easy money, not much to do. I say again, if you compare that to Ishtar spinning, you're much faster doing money here. And you don't need that for EVE. Like, if you want to buy a new mouse, new keyboard, new headset, new PC, it's your money, get funneled to the PayPal account, and it's only the PayPal account, they currently don't have anything else, then yeah, that's the way. Blah 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 blah. That was the writing stuff, so they was the idea of having an unofficial EVE glossary with all the input, but that got slowed down because we have a lot of entries in that and they didn't done that anymore. That was a Sister of Eve guide. If I name Sister of Eve guide, there was also a guide for the, let's say it, the epic arc, the mining epic arc with a show off, so make an explanation. I got tricked into mining, for example, and I was a little bit mad about that because in the epic arc, in the mining epic arc, you actually mine, nothing else, and it's in high sec. But I done it under Vortex, but it happens. Guess the ship series, you can see that it's swapping around and you can make your guesses. That's continue every month, and if you're the first one, that's easy. That's the video stuff. Of course, if Vanguard is alive, then people want to have Vanguard videos. That's a little bit like the streamlining of stuff. Blah 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 blah. We don't need that. So then we do something. We go into my profile, and then we can watch a little bit what I done in the last past. So what I've done is EVE Christmas wishlist, to just talk about what you want to have on EVE. And this was, let me guess, I think $24. $24 about talking about what you want to have as a wish list in EVE for 26. I mean, that's super easy. Winter Nexus Limited Edition, easy. Make a guide to making friends, that one is closed. Beauty of ice mining, so if you are in the ice side, you just done some mining, stuff like that. If you have questions, put them into the chat, I will answer them. Otherwise, I will continue talking for another 5 minutes or something, and then we slowly move out of this conversation. Yeah, then the Lumina Snowball fight. For whatever reason, I'm not sure what happened here. Normally, I don't have that much views on this video. But this one got 3.5Ks on my private account, and so people actually love to watch that. I like it. So if you want to watch into that, and we do watching, it's just IFK recording, and it's super loud, I'm assuming. It's honest work. Like, I done a little bit some sliding screens, I done some dehazing and stuff like that, so it looks a little bit more flashy. But that was $40. So if you went over to the Lumina Snowball fight and took some, this is a high-sec system, then this is $40. So you move an alt there, make some recordings, slice them together, $40. And I'm not putting the $40 in my calculator and calculate you out how much Plex this is and how much Ishtar spinning this is. You can do that on your own. And then you have to guess online chips, create and send an EVE online card. There's a 30 remaining, so you get that. Collect Winter Nexus Easter eggs. That's I mean, if you saw the ULEDs video on the Brave thingy, yeah, I killed a lot of them, so I got a lot of this stuff. And then afterwards, just about was publishing one of these rewards. And I need to collect 5 again, because the reward actually says that I'm not allowed to buy them. And I need to show off how I find them. So sometimes if you already done something, you need to do doubled. In the most time you don't need to do something doubled, it just works out. And I made my proof of concept, for example, and blah blah blah. Yeah, here this is the one, make the video guide for the Catalyst new epic arc. There are 10 remaining. Let's go into that one, because it's also $30. 5 remaining. This closed on the 29th of January. So if you watch the stream until now and you calculated in your head how much money we currently have open, you probably can get $200 easily if you have a little bit of free time between the years. If you want to head into this direction. I don't want to push you into this direction, because it's kind of different playing of EVE. I found this as how to say it? Like, I love that more than Ishtar spinning to create content in this kind, and they always swapping around, so it's always something new. And I will still Ishtar spinning and then use the Ishtar as a PvP magnet or something, or do something else with my PvE stuff if I want to. If you want to invest into a super, that's probably, if you do 2 or 3 of these, you have your super. Like, yes, I understand that acquiring something with in-game money, which you mind yourself, is better. It feels more exciting. I can tell you, yes, it is like that. On the other side, if you do video creation and you sit on a video for 8 hours, that's the same value. Like, if I put... There was this, like, the EVE online movie. Oh, fat fingers. Movie! Make an EVE movie! There it is. No, that's not that one what I was looking for. Wait. EVE epic movie. No. Okay, that was one of the... There was a 500 bug create an EVE movie, a cinematic one. Maybe I should put cinematic. Cinematic. Okay, I'm not good. And I invested in this one, I think, let me guess, EVE movie, Kane, Carnifex. Should, no, Oh, there's a lot of stuff, but not mine. Oh, there's a lot of content. Ay. We need to do that different. Then we go on with my channel. Then we go here, we stop that, and then we make movie. What do I name that? Cinematic? Oh, we will never find it. Anyway, there was one with $500 and I invested, I think, 2 weeks of my time into that, and I learned a lot about video creation and stuff like that, like how to use stuff. And I mean, if this is if you need the drive to do something in form of creating content or learn how to do video editing, and you want to know, you need something which says, hey, if you do that video editing for $8, then this drives you. Hey, this is your page. If you're looking for like content to do on YouTube and you don't know what you want to show off, this page actually gives you some ideas in which direction you can go. Doesn't mean you need to go in this direction, but you can take this as like a small advantage and say like, oh yeah, I want to do this one or this one. Like, I'm not a painter or something, so if I want to go with Eve Art and do something like Rick is doing here, probably if I would to look into Photoshop and stuff like that, I could do that, but it's not my skill level. I'm more into the video editing stuff, and this would be kind of out of my reach. I still could do something like that, but I'm assuming that if you have a Photoshop background, for example, then yeah, this is something more for you. So we're coming to the end. I have talked about 30 minutes. We don't need to talk about how it works. You link your accounts. So as said, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky, PayPal, your personal account, you need to create one. Stuff like that. Yeah, and then you're ready to go. You go on the website. You look for what you want to do. You saw that for this one is one entry in it. That's the biggest one which are currently up. I can open them up again. There's currently no sorting, so you kind of stop with this showcase. That's the curated content, so from people which have done exceeded over it. So if you need to have a reference about what people are doing, then just have a look here and have an idea. Like that one was for the Eve UI. So with the mana, with the health and the mana, and then this one, and then the meme, they are the same picture. So no, that's your skills you can press, blah blah blah, that's the stuff. Okay, I give you now 3 minutes for questions. If there are not coming any questions, then I will close the stream because I'm already circling around of the content. We can go back into the Eve one, and then we go into rewards, and let's see if there's something which we want to click and have some nice conversation about it. This no, oh, epic arc, no. Ah, yeah, here. Tell us how best use freelancer RCLs. So as you know, the freelancer jobs can now be done with access lists and stuff like that. We're going into this one. So reward details. I recommend you make one copy of these. So Eve Online, Tweet Fleet, and Just Creators, and then always post them under your post. Makes it a little bit easier to see. You have the same for please tag us. It's optional, you don't need to do that, but it's as they pay you, it's a nice service. Then you do the submitting and everything. Then you check the prices. There's the first price and the second price. Usually they tell you in the description what you need to do to get the first or the second price. Usually if there is video and image is the second price, video is the first one. So if you want to talk about access lists with the new freelancer jobs or the corporation jobs, whatever you want to look like, you either go for a video, which there is non-uploaded, or you go for an image, and this one will close on the 12th of February. So you have also for this a lot of time. Yeah. And that's it. That's how CCP is paying Just About, and Just About is paying you to get the money. What you do with the money, that it's on your terms. You can funnel it back to CCP if you want, or you do it like me and you order magnets, a lot of them, because magnets are cool and Harper is sticker free, and so you just put them, and that's it. That's the whole special about legal real money trading. CCP didn't allow me to do that in the presentation, because I was like, if I name my presentation real money trading, I get a lot of people joining it, because actually it is real money trading, but that would be too hot to name it. And if you want to have an old school talk about what back in the days in real money trading happened or something, then we can have that in the standing fleet or so. I'm sure there are more old veterans there which know about back in the days, which Alliance lead gifted cars. Stuff like that. Okay. So, there's no questions in the chat. Let me check in the thread. There's also no questions in the thread. There's nobody in my channel asking questions. That's also nice. That means I have fully fulfilled my job here and explained you very well how you do legal, real money trading via Just About. I sent you the link in the chat. That's also fine. Wonderful. Then we slowly move out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you got interested, and I will see you on the platform. If you have questions about how to do something, drop me in DM and I will help you. Otherwise, feel free to check this website out and upload some nice Christmas cards. See ya, have a good one. That's Kane Carnifex for Brave Collective.